Hi gang, Marion back again for day 3 of our Costco Advent-ure Advent calendar box. We're on day 3. I took all of my whites out of the box and put them in my cooler, so I wrote the day on the bottle to keep better track. Today we're going to talk about Stacks and Stones, which is a Sauvignon Blanc from France. Now in France, Sauvignon Blanc is typically grown in the Loire Valley. If you go to the Loire Valley or you're looking for a French Sauvignon Blanc, you're typically going to hear Puy Fumé instead of Sauvignon Blanc. Or you might hear Sincere. Those are the two names that they give Sauvignon Blanc in that region. A Puy Fumé is a 100% Sauvignon Blanc grape. Now, in the Loire Valley, that's a different growing region than Bordeaux or the southernmost part of France that we talked about yesterday with the Merlot, the Languedoc-Roussillon. That is Mediterranean climate. This is going to be a cooler climate. Now, Fumé, you might think smoke. This does have a hint of smoke on it, but it's not a smoked wine. They think that the name Fumé came from the mist that comes in the morning. It looks like smoke going over the valley. Or when the sun is shining on the grapes and the mist starts evaporating, it makes like a smoky type sensation off of the grapes. So that's where they think Fumé came from in Puy Fumé. But nobody really knows. Typically, Sauvignon Blancs around the world, whether you find them in France, New Zealand, or California, are very fruity up front and are very minerally. That's just the flavors they are. New Zealand Sauvignon Blancs tend to be very tropical fruit forward. French Sauvignon Blancs tend to be still very fruity, lots of tropical fruit, but have that much more smoky flavor and take in a lot of minerality. So the distributor of this box says that this wine is very fruit forward. Lots of elderberry. Let's see what else they say. Elderberry, citrus, and passion fruit overlaid with smoky. I definitely think that's true with this. You get a lot of mango, passion fruit, elderberry definitely, and you do get a hint of smoke. So you might see that I'm already halfway through this bottle. I have a fruit fly in my glass. It's disgusting. Sorry. You might see that I'm already halfway through my bottle. So I did a video earlier today, and I said every other second, which I'm sure you guys have seen in the other videos, and I hated it. So I wanted to do another one for you guys because you deserve better than that. So this wine has a beautiful color you can see here. Lots of tropical fruit, hint of smokiness, and a lot of minerality on the bouquet, or the nose of the wine. Let's go ahead and take a sip. Lots of tropical fruit right off the bat. And it's going to actually hit the first part kind of towards the back of the tongue. And you get kind of fireworks back there. Lots of citrusy fruit like lime and lemon, passion fruit, a little bit of elderberry, but the elderberry you're going to pick up closer to the front of your tongue. Now you also get that very pucker, that kind of pucker power right up the front of your palate. Going to give you a nice mouth-watering feel. Since this is a little bit different than the red wine that we tried yesterday and the Chardonnay before, we don't get that strip of dryness here. This is going to be more of a mouth-watering, very refreshing white. This could be your porch pounder. You can sit on the porch with your friends and knock this back for a better part of the day. You can also serve this any time of the year. So let's hone in right now. It's the holidays. You can pour a glass of this for your folks who are coming over to hang out with you right when they walk in the door. If you've got appetizers out, it's a great appetizer wine. It goes great with a chèvre cheese. That's a goat cheese. So you want to stay light with the cheeses. You don't want to do a brie or a sharp cheddar because it's just too much for this wine and it will really wash it out and you won't be able to savor this wine. If you're going to serve this as a dinner wine, you want to do fish or chicken. Now, I was reading in our book that we talked about yesterday that you could even pair a sirloin steak with this. That's kind of pushing it for me, but for those of you who don't drink red wine, this would pair because of the medium body and the acidity in the wine. It would pair with a sirloin steak. But you definitely want to stick with seafood, chicken. You could do like a shrimp scampi even. Like a great pasta dish would go well. Also, this would be great with vegetables like zucchini, green peppers, tomatoes, peas, green beans, but definitely fish and chicken. This would also be your green pepper wine. So your salad wine would pair great with all of those greens. So you can pair a little bit heavier dishes with this. You obviously don't want to do a stew or a piece of kangaroo or anything like that. Use this as a salad, cheese, appetizer type wine. Or like I said before, simple porch pounder. So gang, this is a little bit shorter video because I covered everything that I wanted to talk to you about. But if you have any questions or you want to know more about a certain fact about wine, I would love to research it for you. Please leave your questions or any feedback in the comments. I would love to hear from you. And cheers to all of you. Have a great day. See you tomorrow for day 4.